In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and sell a custom advanced missed call text back workflow using GoHighLevel. If you're not sure what missed call text back is, it's a feature inside GoHighLevel that automatically responds to a lead with a text message whenever a call goes unanswered. So here's how it works. Let's just say we've got John and Jane who were enjoying a nice dinner at home until Jane accidentally knocked over a glass of red wine onto their carpet. Jane ran to grab paper towels to clean up the mess as quickly as possible, while John picked up his phone and searched for carpet cleaners near him. They both knew this needed to be taken care of as quickly as possible to avoid a nasty stain. John called the first carpet cleaning business that appeared on Google, but nobody answered. Wasting no time, John moved on to call the next business on the list. They also didn't pick up. But just as John was getting ready to call the third business, he received a text message from the second business saying, "Hey, sorry we missed your call. How can we help?" Instead of calling the next business, John responded to this text message and said, "I spilled wine on my carpet. I need someone out here ASAP to remove this stain." Within just a couple of minutes, John received a text back asking where he was located. This simple, automatic text message response got the conversation started with John and prevented him from calling the next business. The second business ended up getting a service technician sent out within 30 minutes, and they were able to remove the stain successfully. Now, I know this is just a made-up story, but things like this happen all the time, especially with service-based businesses. Potential customers have a problem that they need solved now, and they will just keep calling businesses on Google until they get a response from one of them. So setting up missed call text back inside of your client's business could be the difference between them getting a new customer or losing a lead. And depending on the type of business they're running, this could equate to hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars of additional monthly revenue from one simple automation that you integrate into their business without them having to go out and find any new leads. These are people that are already calling your client's business. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create this system from scratch. And if you stick around until the end of this video, I'll show you how you can get the system that we create for free so that you don't have to spend all the time creating it for yourself. So with that, let's jump on over into HighLevel and get into it. All right, so now that we're inside of our HighLevel account, you want to make sure that you're in the sub account that you want to set up this missed call text back workflow in. And we're just going to go into settings really quickly. And I'm going to show you the standard way to set up this missed call text back feature. And you just scroll to the bottom here in business profile. And you can see here in the bottom right that we've got this missed call text back enabled. And we've just got this one message that says, "Hey, contact first name. This is Bryce. I saw that I just missed your call. How can I help?" And you can customize this message to fit exactly what you want it to say for your business or your client's businesses. But the problem with setting it up this way is that every time their business misses a call, it's going to send this exact same message to the person who just tried calling. And this can get a little bit robotic. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to set up an advanced workflow that changes up the wording of this message depending on how many times we've missed a call from that contact. So to start out, we're just going to click this missed call text back off, and we're going to save the missed call text back settings. And then we're going to go back and we're going to go into the automation tab. And here in the automation tab, I'm just going to create a workflow, and I'm going to show you if we select a recipe and we scroll down here, then you can see that we've got this recipe auto missed call text back. So if we click into there and view what's going on inside of here, then here's the workflow trigger. We've got that call status is busy, voicemail, or no answer, and the call direction is incoming. And if we exit out of there, you can see that we've got a slight delay, so the SMS doesn't feel like a robot. We assign it to a specific user on our team. We add a contact tag. We send a text message to the person who just tried calling, and then we send an internal notification to the assigned user, as well as an internal text message to the assigned user. And this is better, but it's still pretty simplistic. So we've got the missed call text back workflow trigger. We add a slight delay, and then we assign it to someone. We add a contact tag. We send the missed call text back to the person who just tried calling, and we get some internal notifications. So it's a step in the right direction, but we're still sending the same text message every time someone calls. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to build a more advanced workflow. So to do that, I'm just going to click back to workflows. And if you haven't already set up a phone number inside of your account or your client's account, whatever sub account you're getting this set up for, you want to make sure that you go into settings and phone numbers, and then get a phone number purchased for this account, and then go through the A2P registration process in order to become A2P verified so that you can start sending text messages from the phone number that you purchase here. And I've got an entire video that goes through the A2P registration process. So if you haven't already done it, I'll link to that video at the end of this video so that you can watch that, understand how to go through that process, and then the workflow that we set up in this video will work for you once you've gotten verified and can start sending text messages from this phone number. So once you've gotten your phone number and you've gotten A2P verified, then we're going to come down here into tags, and we're going to set up these tags that you see right here of first missed call, second missed call, and third missed call. And in order to set up these tags, you just want to create a new tag, name the tag, and I'm just going to do missed call 1 and create. And then I would do missed call 2, missed call 3, and you'll see, and if I search for that tag that was just created, then I've got missed call. So I've got this first missed call, second missed call, third missed call 1, missed call text back. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one that was just created, but that's how you create a tag. And you just want to create the tags that say first missed call, second missed call, third missed call here in the tags tab, because we're going to use these inside of the workflow that we're about to create. So once you've got those tags created, then click go back and go back into the automation tab, and we're going to create a workflow by clicking this create workflow and then start from scratch. And I have already created this workflow, so I'm just going to select the workflow that I have created, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to create it for yourself. So I'm just going to search for missed call text back, and I've got this active missed call text back workflow. And you can see from this workflow that it's a little bit more complex than the simple missed call text back toggle switch or the recipe that's just a single line. In this workflow, we've got branches depending on the number of missed calls that we have from a contact, and then depending on if it's the first missed call, second missed call, third missed call, or fourth missed call, then we're going to send them different worded messages so that it doesn't feel so robotic. And then after the fourth missed call, we're just going to send them back to the first missed call and continue to cycle them through this workflow. But you could set up as many of these branches as you want, so you're not just limited to 4 missed calls. You could just keep going, but for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to limit it to 4 and then restart the workflow. So as the workflow trigger, we've just got the call status is no answer, busy, or voicemail. And this is the same workflow trigger that was in the recipe. So you just select call status, come here into call status, and then do busy, voicemail, or no answer. And you could also select the call direction is incoming. And so this is going to prevent it from sending this on outgoing messages. And then we're going to save this trigger. And then the very first step that we're going to take here is we're going to assign it to a user. And I'm assigning this to myself. If you haven't already set up anyone as a staff member inside of your account, then you want to make sure to go to settings, my staff, set up a staff member, and then you'll see users populate here. But I'm assigning this to me, and then I'm toggling this on so that it's only doing that for unassigned contacts. So if a contact's already assigned to someone else on my team, then it's not going to assign them to me, but anyone who isn't yet assigned to anyone on my team is going to get assigned to me. And I've just got this as a global setting, which just means that I have it happening every time, no matter if it's the first missed call, second second missed call, third, or fourth. But if you wanted to change up who answers the phone depending on which missed call it is, then you could just take this assigned to user and you could put it here under the first missed call, second missed call, third missed call, and just put it on each of the branches. And then you can change up which staff member gets assigned to that user depending on which call number it is. So either way works, but I'm just going to leave it up here as assigned user and assign it to me for any contact that isn't yet assigned. And then we're going to create this if else conditional logic. So what you would do is you would just click this plus button and then type in if else, select this workflow action, and it's going to give you this if else conditional logic. And when we do that, then we're going to create the first branch and call it first missed call. And then for that branch, we're just going to make sure that the tags don't include first missed call, which is a tag that we already set up, and it doesn't include second missed call, and it doesn't include third missed call. And I've tested this multiple times just to make sure that this is how you want to set it up. But the first way that I set this up was I actually had this if else statement, and I did this branch of first missed call, and I did contact details, tags. So you just keep scrolling down until you find tags, and I did does not include, and then I selected first missed call, second missed call, third missed call. And I did this all within the same branch. And what this did is it checked to see if the contact tags included all of those. And so it worked for the first missed call, but during the second missed call branch, all it did was it kept going down this first missed call branch. So you want to make sure not to set it up like this. Instead, you want to set it up so that you've got tags, does not include, first missed call, and then you want to add a segment. And you don't want to add a condition because it'll run you into the same problem that we just experienced there, where it's not going to check for the correct tags. So instead, what you want to do is you want to set up a new segment. You want to make sure that it's set to and then again, we're going to go to contact details, tags. So scroll down, find tags, and then do does not include, and then do second missed call. And then we're going to do the same thing, add segment, leave it as and, do tags, so contact details, tags, does not include, and then we're going to do third missed call. So you want to make sure to set up the first branch this way, otherwise it will always go down the first missed call branch and the rest of it will be set up for nothing. So set it up this way, and then I'll show you how to set up the next branch is going to be second missed call. So second missed call, and then you want to do select and do contact details, scroll down until you find tags. So click on tags. And then for this second missed call, you want to do includes, and you want to select first missed call. So I'm going to exit out of this and I'm going to show you exactly what this is like when it's all set up. So in here, we've got first missed call, tags, does not include, first missed call, and does not include second missed call, and does not include third missed call. And then we set up a new branch for second missed call. We set it up for tags, includes, first missed call, and then we set up a new branch and we do third missed call, and then we do tags, includes, second missed call, and then we've got the none branch, and we just leave it as none, and I labeled it fourth missed call, and then I saved that action. So now we've got our first missed call branch, second missed call branch, third missed call branch, and fourth missed call branch. And all we're going to do is we're going to set up this first missed call branch, and then I'm going to copy and paste everything to the second, the third, and the fourth. And we're going to make some edits after I do that. But once I do that, then I'm going to show you exactly what we need to change. But for this first missed call branch, we're just going to add tag of first missed call. So in the beginning, there's no tags added to this contact. So it's going to go down this first missed call branch because it just checks for first missed call, second missed call, and third missed call tags, realizes that there's none, and then goes down this branch. But then the first thing it does is it adds this tag so that the next time it checks, it's going to see that it has this first missed call tag, and then it's going to go down the second missed call branch because for the second missed call condition, we have it set so that if the tag includes first missed call, which is the tag that we added here, then it goes down the second missed call branch. So that's how that works. And we add the tag here, and then we add a wait function. So I've just got wait 12 seconds. So wait function, time delay, 0.2 minutes is 12 seconds. So then I'm going to save that action. And then just looking at these other branches, the first thing that I do on the second missed call is I remove that first missed call tag, and then I add the second missed call tag. And then I have the exact same thing set up. And then for the third missed call, I remove the second missed call tag and I add the third missed call tag, and then everything else is the same. And then for the fourth missed call, I remove all missed call tags. So I remove the first missed call, I remove the second missed call, and I remove the third missed call. And in reality, I should just need to remove the third missed call because in the other two branches, we already removed the first and second missed call. But I just remove all missed call tags just in case anything goes wrong. So I just remove all of them. It's not going to hurt you to remove a tag that isn't there. It's just going to skip that step if it doesn't see that tag. So I remove all of them and then save the action. And then everything else from there is the same. And we don't add any tags here because now that there's no tags, we're going to go back to the first missed call branch and it's just going to keep looping this workflow. So it'll be first missed call, second missed call, third missed call, fourth missed call, and then on the fifth missed call, it's going to go back to the first missed call and then just keep going down. And again, you can set up as many of these branches as you want, but I think 4 missed calls is enough. And so we're going to continue down this first missed call branch. So we add the tag, we wait 12 seconds, we set up another if else conditional logic step, and we're going to check to see, did this call come in during the week or did it come in on a weekend? And to do that, I'll show you exactly how we set this up. So we're going to add a step and we're going to do if else, and you would just name this during the week. And then you would name this branch Monday through Friday. And so I'll name this during week and Monday through Friday. And then you select and you do date, time, current day of week, and then select operator and you do is and you do weekday. So this will be current day of week is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And if it's none of those days, then we go down this none branch and we just set this up as weekend. So that's how you set that up. You would click save action, but I'm going to click cancel because we've already got this set up. So we've got during the week, Monday through Friday, weekend is Saturday or Sunday. And if it's the weekend, we're going to send out a text message that says, hey, sorry we missed your call. We're closed for the weekend, but we open up again Monday at 8 a.m. So we'll give you a call then. Have a great weekend. So you would just need to come in here and change up this. If they open on Monday at 9 a.m. for the business that you're setting this up for, then you can edit that. But other than that, this is just letting the contact know that, hey, we're closed for the weekend and we don't open up again until Monday. Have a great weekend. And this message is automatically going to be sent if someone called during the weekend and this is their first missed call. And then after we send this text message, I've got an internal notification here that lets the assigned user know that you just missed a call from contact name. And if you don't have this person saved as a contact in your system, then this is going to be blank, but it doesn't hurt to put it in there because this is just an internal notification. So it's going to say you just missed a call from contact name, give them a call back first thing Monday morning and then it's going to have their phone number. And then redirect page, I put it to conversation, user type, user assigned to contact, and I'm going to save that action. So that's just an internal notification workflow action. And then I also have a task to return the call. So I just have add task, return call. So if I just add that, I just type in task here and it's this add task workflow action. So I'm going to add task, return call, title, return missed call from, and then I have the date from when this call came in. So this just helps me stay organized and it adds a task to my CRM. And then when I get into work on Monday morning, then I'll have this list of tasks saying return missed calls from, and then I'll have the dates. So people that called in on Saturday, people that called in on Sunday. And in order to add this right now time date, then you just come over here, click this tag, you do right now, and then you can select the date, month, day, year. So this will be call came in on June 12th, 2024, or whatever the date is. So that's how you add that there. And this just allows you to quickly see when people called. And so if you have a list of tasks that you just haven't gotten to, you can quickly see just by the title which ones are the most outstanding ones that you should be calling back quickly. And then in the description, I say you missed a call from contact name on, I put the date in there again. And then I say give them a call back at, and then I put their phone number in there so that when I arrive to work Monday morning, I've got all the information I need. I've got this task created and I know what I need to do to get my week started. And I just need to give these people a call back and see what they were calling about over the weekend. And then assign to the contact's assigned user. And then I put due in 1 day. This could be 2 days. You could technically separate between Saturday and Sunday, but none of that really matters. I just put due in 1 day. And if they called on Saturday, then it'll be an overdue task when you arrive on Monday. But that's not super important. What's important is that you'll have a list of tasks that show that these are due, and it's got all of the contact information and when they called in there. So I'll show you what this looks like when we actually get going, but that's how you create the task. And that's what happens if someone calls on the weekend and the business isn't operational. So it sends them a text message, says, hey, we're closed, gives you an internal notification and adds a task to your CRM so that you know to call them back on Monday. And if it is during the week, so it's Monday through Friday, then what we're going to do is we're going to check for, is this call coming in during our business hours or before or after our business hours? And the way that we do that is we set up another if-else conditional logic, and this is going to be business hours 8 to 5. So these are just names. And then what we're going to do, I'll add a branch just so you can see it, is we're going to select date time, and then we scroll down to current hour. And then we select is after. So is after. And then we select the hour that we open up. So this would be 8 a.m. And then we would do and. So we'd create a segment and then do and, select date time, current hour, is before, and then we would select the time that we close for the day or that our client's business closes for the day. So 5 p.m. So the current hour is after 8 a.m. and it's before 5 p.m. And I'm going to delete this branch because I've already got it created, but that's what I've got here. So business hours 8 to 5, current hour is after 8, and it's before 5. And then I've got the none branch, which is just going to be any time outside of those hours. So if it's before 8 a.m. or after 5 p.m. on a weekday, then it would go down the none branch. So I'm going to save that action. And we've got this 8 to 5 branch, and then we've got the none branch. So if it's before our business hours or after our business hours during the week, Monday through Friday, then we would go down this branch. We'd send them a text message and it would say, hi, sorry we missed your call. We're currently closed, but we'll give you a call back first thing in the morning. Feel free to text us with more details in the meantime if needed. And then we would save that action. And then internal notification. So we'd send ourselves an internal notification. You just missed a call from contact name. Give them a call back first thing in the morning, contact phone number. And then we'd save that action and redirect page conversation, user assigned to contact. So save action and then add task. And we've got return missed call from same thing, return missed call. So the task is the exact same. And we're going to save that action. And then if they call during business hours, this is slightly different because we're sending them a text message that says, hey there, sorry we missed your call. How can we help? And then we've got our location name, which is just going to input the business name that's attached to the sub account. So then we save that action. And then we're sending an internal notification that says, you just missed a call from contact phone. Be sure to return their call ASAP before the lead gets cold. And I don't have a task being created here because this is going to be during business hours. So theoretically, the person assigned to this contact should already be working, should see the notification pop up, and should know to call them back because they saw that they had a missed call or they were out to lunch, but they see the notification pop up. So they're going to give them a call back as soon as possible. You could add a task to this, but really I just find it necessary to add the tasks before or after business hours or on the weekend so that you've got a list of tasks of people to call back when you get into the office first thing in the morning. But if you're already working, then I just send an internal notification and I don't add a task. So that's the workflow that I've got. As soon as we miss a call, I add the tag, I wait just a little bit to make it feel more natural, and then I check to see, did this call come in during the week or on the weekend? If it was on the weekend, I send a text, send an internal notification, add a task. If it was during the week, then I check to see, did this come in during business hours or before or after business hours? And then based on that, I choose what text message to send them, what the internal notification is going to say, and whether or not to create a task for that. So that's the advanced missed call text back. So what we're going to do now is, if you haven't already set up the add tag and remove tag and wait function for each of the branches, then go ahead and do that now and just remove tag, add tag, wait, remove tag, add tag, wait, and then remove all tags and wait. And then once you've set those up, then what you want to do is you just want to come over here, click the 3 dots on this during the week and click copy, and then do copy all actions from here. And then this will allow you to paste it right below the wait function for each of the branches. I'm not going to paste it anywhere because I've already got it pasted everywhere, but you would just come through and paste that there, and then copy that and paste it here, and then copy that one and paste it here, because this is going to be the exact same setup for each of the different branches below the wait function, but we're just going to change up the wording in the messages a little bit. So I'll show you what the wording says in each of these messages. So for the second missed call, I went ahead and changed the text message here to say, hey there, thanks for reaching out this weekend. Our office is currently closed, but we'd be happy to assist you during our regular business hours. Our doors open at 8 a.m. on Monday morning. Feel free to give us a call back then, or we'll give you a call back at our earliest convenience. Enjoy your weekend. So I'm going to save that. And then the internal notification is, you just missed another call from contact name. Give them a call back first thing Monday morning at contact phone. So I saved that, and then I left the task the exact same for all of these. So you won't have to change up the task anywhere. You just have to come in and change the text message wording for each of these. So for the second missed call here, I changed it to, hello, it's great to hear from you again. Please know that our office is currently closed, but we'd be happy to assist you during our regular business hours, which are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. We'll be sure to give you a call back soon. Your continued interest is much appreciated. And then for the 8 to 5 during business hours missed call, I worded it, hey, I noticed that this isn't the first call we've missed from you. I apologize that we haven't been able to pick up your calls right away. We will have somebody give you a call back ASAP. Your patience is very much appreciated. So that's the second missed call branch. And then if we go to the third missed call, we've got the weekend text message being sent out that says, hey, thanks for reaching out again. Sorry we missed your call. Unfortunately, we're closed for the weekend, but we will be sure to give you a call back first thing Monday morning. If this is an urgent matter, please leave us a detailed message and we'll get back to you ASAP when we reopen. Thanks for understanding. Talk soon. And then for the text message during the weekday non-business hours, it says, hi, thanks for reaching out again. Sorry we missed another one of your calls. Our office is currently closed, but we'll be sure to give you a call back as soon as we can during our regular business hours, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Thank you for your patience. Talk soon. And then for the during business hours, I've got, hello again. Sorry for missing yet another one of your calls. We appreciate your continued interest, and we will give you a call back as soon as we can. As always, your patience is very much appreciated, and we look forward to talking with you soon. So that's the third missed call branch. And then the fourth missed call, I've got the weekend message saying, hey there, sorry I missed another call from you. We appreciate your continued interest in our business. Unfortunately, we are closed for the weekend, but we will be sure to give you a call back as soon as we open again for the week. Enjoy your weekend. And then the non-business hours message is, hello there, sorry I missed your call, but we're currently closed. Our regular business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll be sure to give you a call back ASAP during our hours of operation. In the meantime, have a great day. We'll talk soon. And then finally, the text message during business hours, during the weekdays is, hey, sorry we missed yet another call from you. Your continued interest in our business is very important to us, so we'll be sure to return your call as soon as possible. We appreciate your patience and we'll talk soon. So this just varies the message depending on when they come in, whether or not it's your business hours, what day of the week it is, and then it sends the appropriate message for the occasion. So instead of just sending the exact same message every single time and saying, hey, sorry we missed your call, how can we help, which gets robotic, this gives it more of a human feel to it. So that's how you set up this automation. And there is one more variable that you could add to this, and it's just kind of an overarching first check depending on if this is a new lead or if this is a customer that's already in your system. And so you'll notice that on all of these text messages, I'm just saying, hey, sorry we missed your call, or hey there, or hi. And it's not very personalized. And that's because these are messages that we're sending to people and we're not doing an initial check to see if they're already in our system or not. So the way to change that is we could just add conditional logic right here. And we could do an if-else statement and if-else branch, existing customer, and then we've got a none branch, so it's a non-existing customer. And for this existing customer branch, we're just going to select, we've got contact details, and we're going to go to tags, and then we're going to select includes, and tags, we're going to do customer. So you would have to set this up in a separate workflow so that when someone buys something from you or uses your services or however it works in your business, in a separate workflow, if you tag them as a customer, then you can do this initial check to see if they're an existing customer and then save that action. And so now what we're doing is we're checking, is this an existing customer? And the workflow that we just set up is for a non-existing customer. It's for a new lead. They don't already exist in our system. So what we want to do is we want to click the three dots here and we want to move all actions from here to the none branch. So we want to make sure that that's on the none branch. And then we want to copy all actions from here and we're going to move that to the existing customer branch. And then in this existing customer branch, then we're going to come over here and we can start to personalize these messages because we know that these people are already in our system. They're already a customer of ours. So for these messages, instead of just saying, hey, we can start to say, hey, and then add a space and custom values, contact, first name. So this would be if I called in and I'm already an existing customer, then this would be, hey Bryce, sorry we missed your call. And you can edit the wording of these, make it more personalized because you know that this is a customer who has done business with you in the past. You know that they're set up in your system and you've got their contact information. So you can start to add these contact tags and make this a more personalized message to give those existing customers of yours a better experience when they're doing business with you. So this isn't a necessary step because you will have to come in here and change up the wording in every single one of these text messages to add that little bit of personalization. But in my opinion, it's worth doing because it gives that personal touch to your customers and lets them know that they're appreciated customers of yours. So as the first step, create that conditional logic, check to see if it's an existing customer, make sure you have a separate workflow that tags them as a customer when they do business with you, and then just go through, edit all the text messages that you're sending out, give them that little extra bit of personalization, and it's going to go a long way for your clients and your clients' customers. So now that we've got this set up exactly how we want it, the last thing we want to do is we want to go into settings and make sure that allow reentry is turned on and stop on response is turned off. And this is what's going to allow people to continue to come in to this workflow every single time that they call the business and don't get an answer. If this allow reentry is turned off, then this is only going to work the first time they call, and it's not going to continue to send them text messages when a call goes unanswered. So make sure that this is turned on. click save, make sure this workflow is published. And then the very last thing that we're going to do is I'm just going to show you how this workflow works in action. All right, so I've got a couple of phones here and I'll bring up the screen recordings on the screen and I'll show you exactly what's going on as I call my business phone number and the messages that I receive back. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a call to my business number, 916-866-8646. And I missed the call. So now what I'm going to do is I should receive a text message back on this phone. And I've already tried this out a whole bunch of times. So there's these messages, but here in just a second, you should see a new message pop up. There it is. That says, hey, sorry we missed your call. We're closed for the weekend, but we open up again on Monday at 8 a.m. We'll give you a call then. Have a great weekend. And it's Sunday right now, so it went down the right path and I got the correct message and I'm not saved as a customer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in here, and I also just got my internal notification and a task created on my end. So here I've got this internal notification. You just missed a call from Bryce Newman. Give them a call back first thing Monday morning. And then I've got return missed call. So if I go into my tasks, I can see that my pending tasks, return missed call from 6/16/2024. And I can click on this. And if I edit this task, I can see all the details. Missed call from Bryce Newman, give them a call back. I can also just click into that notification that I received and it's going to bring me to the conversation. I can click on the contact. The tag was added. So I can see that first missed call was added there. And then if we go back into that task, let's say I get in Monday morning and I complete that task, I can click on that and then I can do mark as complete once I get in Monday morning and actually call that customer or that lead back. And when I mark it as complete, then I just go into my completed tasks and it's no longer here in the pending. I go to completed and it shows up there. And again, I ran this test earlier in the day today. So there's 2 there, but normally it would just be the 1. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go into my contacts, search for this contact that is got this tag, and I'm going to add a new tag. So I'm going to edit, I'm going to go to tags, and I'm going to add the tag of customer. And now that this contact has the customer tag, when I go back and call this business again, then it should send me a different text message. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go here and I'm going to call that number again. And so I just went ahead and missed another call from that customer. And we're going to go ahead and go into the messages and see what message was sent now based on the second missed call from that customer. And here in this, I've got this message that popped up. Hey Bryce, thanks for reaching out this weekend. Our office is currently closed. So you can see that it's a different message and it's got that personalized touch because I added this contact as a customer in the system. So it went down the correct branch. It's still showing the weekend. It's got different wording and it feels more personal instead of just getting the same message over and over again from a robot. And then if we go into our notifications, we've got this notification on this phone. We can see the full conversation. We can see that we've missed 2 calls recently. We're sending the text messages out. And if we go into our tasks, we can see that we now have a new pending task that says, hey, it's due in 1 day. Return the missed call, the date that they called, and the information on the task. And then as soon as I get in Monday morning, return that call, I just click on that, mark it as complete, and I've got my full list of people to call as soon as I get into the office. So that's how you set up this advanced missed call text back in your clients' businesses. And it's incredibly easy to sell this because most people are just setting up the standard missed call text back where they toggle the feature and it sends the text message back. And that feature is fine for some businesses, but if you really want to automate everything within a business, give it a personalized touch and make sure that this is working for when many people are calling, missed calls are coming in, you want to give it that human feel element, then this is incredibly easy to set up and sell in your clients' businesses, and you can charge them anywhere from $97 to $297 per month for this feature alone. And as I told you at the beginning of this video, if you stuck around to the end, then I would tell you how you can get this for free. So since you're still here, what I've done is I've created this as a snapshot that you can download directly into your account. So if you want that link to download this into your HighLevel account so that you don't have to spend all the time creating this workflow, you just want to be able to download it and start using it in your business and your clients' businesses, then go to my Instagram. My Instagram is @PascoSystems, and on any of my posts, just comment MCTB. That stands for Missed Call Text Back. But if you comment on any of my posts and just comment MCTB, then I will send you the snapshot that includes this workflow for free. And if you liked this video on how to set up and sell this advanced missed call text back system, and you want to learn how to go through the A2P registration process for when you get a phone number for your business or your clients' businesses so that you get A2P verified the first time that you go through the process, then check out this video that'll pop up right here in just a second. And if you haven't already signed up for a HighLevel account, then make sure to get signed up with my affiliate link that can be found below this video. When you sign up with that link, you'll get a 30-day free trial of the software instead of the standard 14-day free trial so that you can try out this software for an entire month before determining if it's a good fit for you and your business. And if you don't like it at any point, you can cancel it and you won't pay a dime for the software. If you do already have a HighLevel account and you want to upgrade to either the $297 or the $497 per month plans and get all of the resources that I offer to all of my affiliates, then I've also got those upgrade links below this video. When you get signed up with my affiliate link or either of those upgrade links, you're gonna get the 3 courses that I offer absolutely free. So the first course that you're going to get is SaaS Agency Secrets, and this course is going to give you a foundational understanding of how to use HighLevel. And then the second course you're going to get is my onboarding tutorial course, and this is a course that I created so that you can onboard yourself, and I also give you this course to use as your own so that you can onboard your clients without having to create a course of your own. This course contains everything you need to know to get set up inside of your account and get your clients set up with their account. And I've taken my face, my name, my logo, everything that has to do with me and my agency is removed from that course so that you can use it as your own white labeled course and send it to your clients without having to worry about me and my agency showing up anywhere on it. This is your course that I give to you just for signing up as my affiliate. And then the last course that you get is my SaaS from Scratch course, which is a course that I created as I created my agency that you see here, which is Pasco Systems. I documented every single step along my journey of creating this course, all the way from choosing a name, getting my domain set up, getting my logo created, all the way through to creating marketing materials and websites and automations and setting up my business Facebook account and everything that you need to know. All of the nitty-gritty details of creating a SaaS agency are inside of that course. So you get all 3 of those courses absolutely free when you get signed up as my affiliate. And then you also get a SaaS agency snapshot, which is a snapshot that includes a website that's already built for you, funnels, automations, marketing materials, and more that's already done for you so that you've got a head start as you get going with creating your own SaaS agency. And then you also get direct access to me 24/7 for any questions or hurdles that you're overcoming as you're creating your SaaS agency. I am constantly hopping on Zoom calls with my affiliates and helping them get going with creating their agency, learning the software, and landing clients of their own. And some of my affiliates have told me that these calls alone are worth getting signed up as my affiliate because they learn so much every time they hop on the phone with me, because I've been through all of the things that you're going to get stuck on when you get started using HighLevel. This is an incredibly comprehensive software, which means that there's a lot to learn in the beginning. So let me help you avoid all the mistakes I made in the beginning by getting signed up as my affiliate and taking advantage of those Zoom calls. And then finally, I offer weekly coaching calls to all of my affiliates where you hop on a Zoom call with me and my other affiliates, and we answer any questions that you have about the software, about how to land clients, and you also get to meet the other affiliates and start to form connections with them and see what other people are doing to build out their SaaS agencies. So you get all of that just for signing up as my affiliate. It's no extra cost to you to use that link. It just helps me out and allows me to continue to support you as you get going with learning the software. So again, all of those links can be found below this video. Get signed up as my affiliate. Check out this video right here that's going to help you with the A2P registration process, and I will see you in the next video.